Two of the biggest names in luxury just dropped their most important cars in a decade at almost exactly the same time.
BMW didn't just release a new sedan.
They rebuilt their entire company philosophy from the ground up and called it the Neue Klasse.
And Lexus? They answered back with the most radical version of their best-selling car ever made, one that starts cheaper as an electric than as a hybrid.
If you care about luxury cars, about where the segment is going, about what your next $50,000 to $65,000 buys you, you need to watch this video.
Because the luxury sedan war just got very, very interesting. Let's start with BMW. Because what's happening right now at BMW isn't a product launch. It's a company reset. The 2026 BMW i3 debuts the Neue Klasse platform, BMW's clean sheet electric architecture.
This isn't a modified version of the old 3 Series with a battery shoved in.
It's a ground-up rebuild, designed from day one to be electric. And the numbers BMW is throwing around are not subtle. The new i3 operates on an 800-volt architecture, with 6th-generation eDrive technology.
BMW says the system can recover roughly 217 miles of range in just 10 minutes under ideal conditions, and peak charging speeds hit 400 kilowatts. That's not just faster than anything BMW has ever made. That puts them in legitimate conversation with the fastest charging cars on the planet. The powertrain in the i350 eDrive produces 463 horsepower and 476 pound-feet of torque from its dual-motor all-wheel drive setup. BMW hasn't confirmed the official 0 to 60 time yet, but given the platform, expect it to be somewhere around 4 seconds flat.
Range? BMW is projecting up to 440 miles on a single charge.
If that holds up on EPA testing, and that's always the key caveat, that number competes with anything in the luxury segment, period.
Now, the design. BMW made a calculated choice here.
They took a relatively conservative approach with the i3's exterior design, more a carefully modernized 3 Series silhouette than a radical Neue Klasse statement.
Some people will love that. Others wanted something bolder.
But BMW's logic is clear: the people buying this car know what a BMW looks like, and they want it to still look like one.
Inside is where things get more interesting.
The Neue Klasse interior incorporates a higher proportion of recycled and renewable materials than any previous BMW. The flat floor design from the new battery architecture means genuinely 3 abreast rear seating, something the old i4's packaging never really allowed. The new infotainment system features a slanted screen with graphics that respond quickly and feel genuinely easy to use while driving. Coming from someone who spent time in modern BMWs with their increasingly cluttered eDrive menus, that's not a small thing.
When can you get one in the US?
European production starts in August 2026, with deliveries beginning in autumn 2026. US deliveries are confirmed to begin in 2027, making the i3 the second Neue Klasse model available to American buyers, after the 9.3 SUV launching in the US in summer 2026. What will it cost? Estimates put the entry-level i3 somewhere around $48,000 to $52,000, actually below the current i4 eDrive 40's price, enabled by lower cylindrical cell costs and BMW's commitment to making Neue Klasse more accessible.
That is a genuinely competitive price point for what BMW is claiming to deliver.
If those specs hold up in real-world testing, this is going to be one of the most talked-about sedans of 2027.
But BMW isn't stopping at the sedan.
The 9.3 SUV arrives first, this summer 2026, starting around $60,000 with an estimated range of up to 400 miles. Additional single-motor and dual-motor variants will follow in early 2027.
BMW is going all in.
The whole company is pivoting toward this platform.
And the question now is, can the competition keep up? Enter Lexus. A brand that spent decades being called Toyota for people who want heated seats but can't afford a BMW. That reputation isn't entirely fair, but it's stuck. And the 2026 ES might be the car that finally changes the conversation. The 2026 Lexus ES offers 3 powertrain options: a single electric motor making 221 horsepower, a dual-motor electric setup making 338 horsepower with all-wheel drive, and a 244 horsepower hybrid system with front or all-wheel drive.
Here's the part that genuinely surprised the automotive press: the cheapest 2026 Lexus ES you can buy is the electric version. The ES 350e starts at $48,795 including destination, while the base ES 350h hybrid starts at $50,995, $2,200 more than the EV.
Lexus is charging less for the electric version than the hybrid. In 2026. Let that land for a second.
The redesigned ES is significantly larger than the outgoing car, the body is 6.5 inches longer, and the wheelbase grows by 3 inches, creating more interior space throughout. Both electric versions come standard with a NACS charging port and can charge from 10 to 80% in around 30 minutes on a DC fast charger. The 2026 ES Electric will be available in 2 US variants, the 350e with front-wheel drive and the 500e with all-wheel drive. Lexus is targeting an EPA estimated range of 300 miles for the 350e, and 250 miles for the 500e. Now, let's be real here. 300 miles from the base model and only 30-minute charge times are solid, but not class-leading. The BMW i3 is projecting over 400 miles and charging at 400 kilowatts. Those are different universes of charging technology. But Lexus isn't really selling technology. It's selling something else. The ES consistently earns praise from owners and reviewers for its ride quality, cabin quietness on the highway, and general ease of long-distance driving. Add to that a massaging rear seat option, a 17-speaker pure-play surround sound system on upper trims, and Lexus's reputation for reliability that BMW has never quite matched, and you have a very different kind of value proposition. The new ES features a sleeker, sportier design with a curved roofline for a more youthful appearance, redesigned LED headlights, a new front grille reflecting Lexus's evolving modern identity, and full-width rear lights. This is the most dramatic exterior update the ES has received in years. The interior is very streamlined, and the car debuts Lexus Safety System Plus 4.0, the brand's most advanced driver assistance suite to date. The ES occupies a genuinely interesting niche. It competes with luxury executive sedans like the BMW i5, Audi A6 e-tron, Genesis G80, and Mercedes EQE, but it's the only front-wheel drive option in the class. Some buyers will see that as a deal-breaker. Others, particularly in warmer climates where AWD is less critical, will see it as a reason to save money on the base trim and put it toward options. Alright, both cars are real, both are available or arriving soon in the US, so let's cut to the chase. If you want the most advanced EV technology in a luxury sedan right now, BMW wins. The new E-Class platform is a genuine generational leap. 800V charging, 400+ mile range projections, and a chassis built from scratch for electric performance. There's nothing else at this price point that matches it on pure tech. If you want a luxury sedan you can actually buy today, live with comfortably for 100,000 miles, and trust to just work. Lexus wins. The ES has a reliability reputation that BMW simply can't match. Its cabin is quieter. The ride is smoother. And starting at $48,795 for the electric version, it's not asking you to wait until 2027 to find out. If your driving is mostly city and highway commuting under 200 miles a day, either car works. The ES 300-mile range is more than enough, and the 30-minute fast charge fits most people's real-world routines. If you regularly drive long distances and need to charge fast, the BMW i3, once it arrives in the US, is in a different category. 217 miles recovered in 10 minutes of charging is a road trip machine. The ES is not. The honest answer? Both cars are genuinely great, just for different buyers. Lexus is for the person who wants luxury, comfort, and a car that earns its keep through reliability and refinement. BMW is for the person who wants to be at the front of the technology wave, who cares deeply about driving dynamics, and who can wait until 2027 for US deliveries. This is what makes the luxury sedan segment exciting again in 2026. You've got one brand betting its entire future on a new platform and another brand finally making its best-selling car electric for the first time ever. Neither of these cars is boring. Neither of them is a safe choice. And that's a good thing. So, are you Team BMW Neue Klasse or Team Lexus ES Electric? Drop your answer in the comments. I read every single one. If this kind of deep dive breakdown is useful to you, hitting subscribe takes 2 seconds and make sure you don't miss what's coming next. We've got a lot more luxury EV coverage lined up this month. See you in the next one.